To have you with us here on South Africa Tonight. The alleged kingpin behind the spate of kidnappings for ransom has been arrested in Gauteng. The police National Kidnapping Task Team arrested the man, 37 years old, we understand. Let's try and get some details of what we know about the situation. Athlenda Mathe from SAPS joining us. Athlenda, good evening to you. Appreciate your time. So how did police track down this alleged mastermind?
Well, a very good evening, and thank you for the opportunity. We have been investigating and following all possible leads with the intention of apprehending those involved in kidnapping cases where demands have been made for ransom. Although kidnapping cases are complex in nature, we do believe we are making inroads as the South African Police Service with the latest arrests and identification of the syndicates. So, in particular, this week on Wednesday afternoon, an intelligence-driven operation led the task team to an identified address in Brackenhurst, where the team pounced on the alleged kingpin and his 3 associates. On Thursday, the team continued with the tracing of another suspect who is part of the syndicate. The team kept an observation at an identified address in Benoni and moved in to arrest the suspect.
We also understand from the statements that the associates have also been accused of kidnapping and demanding a ransom of a number of high-profile cases, the associates and the mastermind. Are you able to give me details of maybe the number of cases that you're investigating with this syndicate?
Well, I can confirm that there are several cases that are being investigated and are being linked to the suspects. At this moment, we are linking them to at least 3 cases. The first 2 cases, the victims were rescued, and with the 3rd case, I can't comment on that case because the victim is still in captivity.
And we obviously hope for their safe return. Colonel Mathe, there's been quite a big jump, hasn't there, as far as kidnappings and kidnappings for ransom are concerned, 568 to 1,200 just in Gauteng. It's essentially doubled in the past few months. Any thoughts as to why that's happened, Colonel?
Well, in terms of the spike in cases of kidnapping when ransoms have been made, I can't comment on the figures, but all I can assure you is that the latest successes and the identification of these suspects involves a multidisciplinary team of various disciplines within the SAPS. We also have bilateral operations with the Mozambique Police Agency that is highly involved with us. So a lot of effort and teamwork has led to the apprehension of the syndicate. We can, however, confirm that there are several groupings that are involved in the kidnapping where ransom demands are being made. And this is one of the kingpins in several groupings that have been identified. Now, I can tell you that these groupings operate in different provinces. At this point, we are looking at our hotspot provinces, with Gauteng being number 1, second KZN, or rather Western Cape, the 3rd KZN. We are also looking at Limpopo and the Eastern Cape. But as I've alluded, Gareth, we are quite confident that we are closing in these syndicates, and we are quite sure that the net is closing in, and we are surely going to win the fight against this particular crime.
No, I certainly think South Africa is hoping the same for SAPS and the public as well. Colonel Mathe, before I say goodbye to you, if I can just go back to the mastermind and the accomplices that were arrested in this latest sting operation, are you able to tell me what items were discovered as part of that arrest?
Well, I can confirm that on Thursday, when the team pounced on Wednesday at the first address, we found and seized 3 high-powered vehicles, 6,000 tablets of Mandrax, hard cash, a receipt of sale for a 1.9 million rand property in Bryanston, several high-end luxury brand clothing, all of which we believe were acquired through money received from ransom cash payments. I can confirm in that particular case, or rather that day, all 4 suspects were arrested and are currently in police custody. On Thursday, We can confirm that another high-performance vehicle was seized and the suspect was apprehended and is currently in police custody. Just to add on that, on what we are doing as a South African police service, at a national level, we have established a national task team to look into these kidnappings, especially where ransom demands are made. In the provinces, when we move into the provinces, multidisciplinary teams have been established in all the provinces to track and take down these syndicates. We can't, however, elaborate further on this because there are currently active kidnapping cases that we are investigating, and we wouldn't want to jeopardize the lives involved, or rather those who are still in captivity.
And I'm sure many people would agree with that. I think everyone would agree with that. Colonel, I really will leave this as my last question. Someone watching now, they feel they could be a kidnapping target. What is the SAPS telling South Africa this evening to try and keep yourself safe? Obviously, they're looking into these members of the public, these families. If someone feels they could be a concern, how do we prevent that from happening? How do you not make yourself a target?
Okay, like I've alluded, Garrett, the South African Police Service is committed to eradicating this type of crime. However, I can advise the people of South Africa, firstly and foremost, to be extra vigilant of their surroundings, to not expose themselves on social media networks or any other social platforms where they might give, these suspects an idea of their property, their belongings, where they stay, where their kids go to school. So it's in a nutshell, just be extra vigilant. But if you do feel that you are a possible candidate or you might be a possible victim, we are encouraging South Africans to work closely with the police, because we know that our communities are the eyes and ears on the ground for members of the South African Police Service. And if you ever feel that you are in danger, we are encouraging you to call the 0800 10 111, which is our Crime Stop hotline number. They can download the SAPS app on any Android and smartphone to share information, and also just work closely with the police. We cannot emphasize how important it is for communities to work closely with the police to apprehend this type of crime.
And I appreciate your time. 08600 10 111. I think we all know the number now. Let me just repeat it, 08600 10 111. Colonel Athlenda Mathe from SAPS on the success of this latest sting operation, arrest of a mastermind and accomplices, but also telling us there's still ongoing cases, but of course we understand unable to give details that might endanger the lives of those still being held captive.